cathedral or something.
A ballroom.
And Jessica's sitting out by the Golden Gate Bridge. You're muted, Jessica.
Oh my God, Bill.
I said I'm not going to jump unless things go badly on November 3rd.
Okay. All right, good. I have a video background I can use too. I'll show you mine. Video settings. Where's the backgrounds? Here's mine.
Oh, so beautiful.
Yeah.
Sweet. It's very sweet.
Okay.
See, that's what you need to do.
Little cherub.
What, is Maya in it?
Yeah, that's Miss Maya. Yep.
I was going to say, I bet Maya's. Where are you?
Muted. Press Alt plus A to unmute your microphone, or press and hold the space key to temporarily unmute. Hold the.
All right. So, here we are, all back together again after a very long day, whether it was starting in the afternoon or starting in the crazy early morning. So we're going to close the meeting. Just want to see if there's any follow-up questions, concerns. We have tomorrow to answer more PXE questions. And then I also can open the breakouts again. If there's anybody you want to go into a breakout room with, that's a possibility too. So any questions, concerns?
Sharon, this is Miriam. Sorry, I don't have my hand raised. I sometimes have trouble with that. I know that you are going to have the sessions recorded and they'll be available at some point on YouTube. So I'm wondering, how long will they be available to us on YouTube?
For the rest of your life.
Oh, that's wonderful. That is wonderful.
And the rest of my life and the rest of Maya's life.
Unless the internet crashes and burns.
True, yes.
We can't discount that possibility, but that I'm thrilled to hear that.
Yep, and actually it'll be Tamara that'll be putting them up, and she's much, much younger than me, half my age, so she'll be in charge of them after I die. So
okay, okay, and she's wonderful. Okay, all of this has been just great.
Yes, I'd like to say how amazing it's been and how enjoyable and informative. It's been very good. Enjoyed it thoroughly.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I was going to ask the question, is it possible, I mean, it'll be great once the travel restrictions and everything go away, but is it possible that for the next conference that there could be a Zoom component for those of us who can't travel to Philadelphia?
Yeah, so Richard, I think I've been thinking we might even think of it the other way around, that there will be a small in-person component to go with a big Zoom meeting, because this has been really, really useful.
Yes.
And I think can create greater contact, which is crazy. Most people say, you know, it's so sterile or impersonal, but I'm finding it quite personal and quite good to connect with people easily. So I think we would definitely do it again and do it this way and then have some in-person piece.
Good.
Yep. Shannon from Missouri, you're next.
Hi. I just recently took the little survey and registered on the new platform, Luna. I guess it's called something like that.
Yep.
And, I have not ever turned in any medical records, partly because I moved a lot over the last 15 years and I have so many retinal specialists. I just couldn't bear the thought of doing all of that. Are you going to call again for medical records, or should I be doing something now?
Yeah, great question, Shannon. So some of you have gone ahead and accepted our email invitation that you all got for connecting through our new registry system, which is through this fabulous company called Luna DNA. that in fact my son Ian Terry is working for, and I'm sitting in their offices every day these days in San Diego, working side by side with them. In addition to the years that we have, there is a way to connect all of your medical records to the Luna record, your record, and you decide. My staff, could you guys take care of muting people who are not muted? You decide who to share your information with. So it's a super secure, super private site. And even if you've moved a lot, we're gonna give you some tutorials on how to get all those records, because for each person, it's going to be a real wonderful benefit to have that
audio now unmuted
in one place. So Shannon, we will be back to you with the next step. So the first step was simply that really simple survey. We gave all of you 5 questions, just asking your opinion on what we should be studying. And then we're going to start to get in earnest about your medical information. All right, what else? A question in the chat about, is it a US initiative only? Nope, it is international, worldwide. One of the things that we have to do with PXE is not have boundaries or borders. So everybody's invited. The next question is, could we resend the invitation to the new registry to everyone? So everyone received a private link. So it's a little tricky for me to resend it, but we will figure out how to do that so that everybody can get in. Or you can go back through your email and see if you can find it. There was one glitch for about half of you that Ian made with the length of the URL didn't fit in the MailChimp mail merge thing, and it got cut off, and some of you got a thing that said, this website's under construction or something ridiculous. And so he sent out a second batch and gave you your correct link. So that, that should be better. And then we'll try to re-contact people who didn't click the link.
Hello.
Hi, Pat.
I have a question for Dr. Fuchs, and I sent it in an email to you, and I just want to make sure that it gets answered somewhere along the way.
Okay, he's gone, and he will be back tomorrow. Can you?
I sent it to you in an email, so it's around.
Okay.
Okay.
I did see it, Pat, and we will answer it. Yep.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yep.
Sharon, may I ask, we've got another session about to start, have we?
There's a session, I don't have your time zone thing in front of me, but session number 10 starts, let's see, 4 hours. 4 hours from now.
2 p.m. our time. So, okay, so the 4 hours. Yes, that's right. We're good. We're good. Thank you. Croaky.
Deirdre, to your question about can someone recommend vitamins? So what the recommendation is that you follow the daily recommended allowance of the country you live in. They're different for different countries, which seems crazy. For the US, that's published on the FDA's website, and or most of the major vitamins follow the recommended daily allowance. And so you can just buy one of the not one a day vitamins, but one of the better vitamins, because the way that vitamins are created and made is not regulated highly. And so you want to make sure they're absorbable. But that's the recommendation. And then in addition, particularly people, let's say over 30, taking the ARIDS 2 formula, that's available right in CVS, Walgreens, your local pharmacy. That's the mixture of vitamins that the National Eye Institute at the National Institutes of Health put together. Tamara or Matthew will write ARIDS 2 and a link to it in the chat. What else? Okay, well, we do have 4 hours from now, a question and answer session. That's largely for people who are just able to join in the last hour or two because they are in Asia, Australia, New Zealand. And others are welcome, absolutely. It's going to be very late for the East Coast, but not so late for other parts of the country or the West Coast or Alaska. And then we will resume tomorrow. Each of you received your time zone and what time you're resuming. 10 o'clock on the East Coast, Eastern Daylight Time. And if you can extrapolate from that, you're good. Or if not, just look at what we sent you in the email. Tomorrow's a bit of a marathon, really fast, 12 talks from researchers, all in a row, 10 minutes of talk and 5 minutes of questions, which means we are not going to get to all the questions everyone has. And you likely are going to have questions they can't answer because what we're going over tomorrow is research. And they've only begun to crack the nut on some of this stuff. They don't know a lot of things. But I do want you to hear this cutting edge stuff, which we usually can't present to you because getting them to come on a Sunday to Philadelphia doesn't really work. But getting them to come to Zoom for a couple hours or 15 minutes works fine. So that'll be tomorrow. And then there'll be another networking session tomorrow as well, toward the end of the day. And at that point, you guys can tell me, you know, how much networking do you guys want? We are trying to simulate how you would eat breakfast together, lunch together, dinner together. We'd have this fabulous Italian dinner tonight in this really cozy restaurant in Philadelphia would have been what we'd be doing. Yoni would be hosting us all with my money and having fun with the people who own the restaurant because he loves the restaurant that we usually go to. We're not doing that, so I hope all of you either have a late night snack or a reasonable dinner tonight and celebrate having been all day in this conference, and then we hope to see all of you again tomorrow. I can open the breakout rooms if people want the breakout room open to have chats with other people. Are there people who would like that? I'm not sure how we'll manage this, but I'll be happy to try. Maybe I'll say, everybody else can say good afternoon or good night or good morning. And then anybody who would like to stay and go into a breakout room, I'll put you guys in breakout rooms so you can have chats with each other. And some of you I'll see in a little less than 4 hours.